All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the series. Hope everyone's doing well today. We are jumping into the second episode of Season 4 of Interloper here on the channel. Hope everyone is looking forward to it as much as I am. We are basically picking up here the morning after the end of the last episode. We are in Signal Hill of Pleasant Valley, making our way to Winding River to get over to Mystery Lake, and then Mystery Lake over to, ultimately somewhere where we can forge. So, yep, I just woke up from a night's rest. You can see we've got about to 50% condition, and I'm ready to get on the road again, but it sounds like we've got a pretty good blizzard going on outside. So, it's always a question of like, what do we do with that information? Do we just hunker in here for a little while, or do we push on through it? Ultimately, I'm thinking we push. I think we try to get over to at least the cave, right? Because really from here, if we can get to the cave, that's going to be a pretty direct shot from... we should probably make a torch before we do that. I'm glad I thought about it. Should be a pretty direct shot from... Nope, don't sleep. I was going to try and tear up that pillow. Is there any cloth in here I can have? Or do I have any cloth? I might have some. Let's see. But yeah, it should be pretty linear from like the entrance of the cave all the way to the dam. And we should be able to navigate that with... While we're in a blizzard. Sorry, I was just thinking about the improvised crampons. I wonder if they don't last very long, or like what is the detriment to using the improvised ones versus the actual ones. Okay, I was gonna see the torch. Sorry, it's taking me a long time to get over there. All right, yep, let's do it. Because we're gonna need something to get through the cave probably, and we don't have a lantern or anything yet, so probably worthwhile to do that. Yeah, look at all of these. Man, should we do it right here? Let's go out and see what we need. It was kind of my understanding that you had to do the one in Forsaken Airfield first, but it looks like it would let me. Three battery. Okay, let's run back in and grab some of that stuff, yeah. But also, it's really not going to be a challenge if, like, every time you want to do this, you just, like, all of the stuff is right next to it. So there's wires. We're going to need scrap metal. We've got some, but we'll see if it's enough. So there's 2 fuses, 2 wires. I guess maybe you need the handheld, right, from Forsaken Airfield. So we have 3 fuses, 2 wires. We need 1 more set of wires. Not seeing them. Oh my goodness, look at that, guys. Look at that. There's a hammer right there, and I was about to walk out the door. If you remember last episode, I talked pretty lengthy about how that was going to be a big hurdle to clear, was finding that hammer. And it was right there. So I think that is a new loot spawn. I don't recall ever seeing it there before. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. That means that we are well on our way to kind of getting a solid run established here. I'm not seeing any more wires. Let's maybe break this down. Small chance that there's wires inside of it. No. Okay. Maybe there's some outside. It's worth a shot checking, right? All right, let's go out there. I think I might have seen some on the ground somewhere. We'll check. Let's get what we have in there. And as usual, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in, checking out the episode today. If you do enjoy the episode, be sure to hit the like button for me. If you are new to the channel, would invite you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And of course, guys, leave any comments or anything you guys have for me in the comment section below. Love reading your guys' feedback. Okay, repair metal parts. We need 5 scrap metal. What do we have? I know we must not have any. Okay, well, what about wires? think we got enough wires. So it's just the scrap metal that we need. And I'm not going to spend too much time. Let me just grab this really quick and see. No, that's literally all we need is the scrap metal. This, if I had a hacksaw or something, I could break that down. That's the bad thing. We don't have the scrap metal. We would have to go find that, and I'm just not really willing to do that in this run right now. So I don't know. At least we got what we could repaired. I'm not gonna stress about doing signal void. Maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of said my goal for this run was to hit 500 days, and if at some point in that 500 days it makes sense to go for signal void, then hey, great. But I'm not gonna kind of go out of my way for it. All right. So that being the case, let's drop those wires. Where did they go? There. Oh, they're not really heavy at all. I don't need the can. I really wish you could combine fuel. A couple whetstones. I'm not going to carry that. Or really the... Okay. Let's get on our way towards Mystery Lake. Where's the exit? It's not over there. Tempted to grab that firewood though, but we'll leave it for a rainy day. Goodness. Shouldn't have too far to go to get to the cave, so we're gonna get cold, but we shouldn't lose too much condition from it because we won't be outside all that long. So I'm thinking Forlorn Muskeg for the forge. I think that's going to be our quickest, easiest way to get it done. We have our hammer now in tow, so that's great. What else are we lacking? Obviously, we're going to need scrap metal. Any coal we can pick up. We'll try and pick up as much coal in this cave as we can. There should be, hopefully, at least a few pieces in there. See the wolf there. Can we flank around this way? Just avoid him. Yeah, we just need coal and scrap metal. We could get plenty of scrap metal in the dam. Should be able to. We don't have a hacksaw, but hopefully we can still find some loose scrap metal. I'd really like you to run to my left if I can get you to do that. Kind of get between me and that wolf. Nope. Okay, well, you do what you want. It's just looking for a favor. Oh, come on. That's like, the fact that we found that hammer there, that almost seems like scripted. It's like, last time I was like, hey, well, I'm not finding a hammer. We're going to be in trouble if we don't find a hammer. And then bam, the first thing we do, almost the first thing we do in the second episode is there's a hammer conveniently right where we were. That's funny. Okay, this is not the cave we need, but I'm going to check it out regardless. Backpack in here anyway. Okay. The other big thing, I guess, that I don't have in tow yet would be a bedroll. So we're going to have to keep our eyes open for one of those as well. See it. Don't think it's really that far. Should be able to see it hopefully over this. but I'm not. A little bit farther, maybe? I think it's where that tree is leaning down there. Okay. Should be right over there. Yeah, right in that kind of landing. Should be a hunting blind like right up there too. But I'm not going to spend too much time going up there for it. Right? Isn't this it right here? It's at the top of this little rock formation. Sometimes the bear is down here. We did manage to get rid of our blizzard by just messing around with the radio tower for a while. It's kind of convenient. Okay, let's go through here. Okay, yeah, glad we made that torch in advance. Okay, let's keep our eyes open for any pieces of coal. Do you think, I saw the Karen there on the ground when we came in, do you think Hinterland regrets those? A lot of them were never finished, right? Like, let's see if this one has anything. This is Kaplan's Cairn. They used to say, I wonder if they changed it to special thanks instead of just saying the story's not yet written. From my understanding, the ones that said the story's not yet written was like you, during the Kickstarter phase for the game, if you contributed to that Kickstarter, you got a Karen in game. And, you could kind of submit your little story or something for it. Your little, text that you wanted it to say. And the ones that used to say the story's not yet written, I think were just people that contributed but never submitted their, their text for it, basically. And so I wonder, its story is not yet written. So I think that's what's going on. But I was saying, do you think they regret it because, man, I would love to have the... Oh, I don't have any. Oh, man, look at all this coal. That's way too much to be carrying, but we'll grab it out of here anyway. Do you think they regret it because a lot of them never got used and they're kind of just like all over the place like they are in this cave? I think it's this way we need to be going. We searched you. Yep. And because... as they've kind of stumbled a little bit with this, well, they wouldn't regret it because of this, but I guess one of the things I was kind of thinking about is as they've kind of stumbled with this whole expansion business that we've kind of had going on in the last year or so, or even with the continued development of Wintermute, why have they never opened that up again? Like, why have they never offered in-game Karens for... Kilroy was here 2017. Why have they never contributed or asked for or proposed that you could contribute to their game for an in-game item such as that? And maybe that's because the audience has grown significantly. And you could kind of see how just even in that cave alone, there was like 10 of them that I was passing. And now that there's a significantly wider audience than there probably was when they did that Kickstarter, that there would just be maybe far too much response to it. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here as we make this walk, but I'd be interested in doing it for sure. Maybe the way you keep people, keep the overall numbers down is you just make the price of the in-game item, not huge, but significant to where it's got to be something you really want to be a part of. I don't know, $100, a couple $100. Bessie's story is not yet written. Backer number 342. Okay, hopefully we can avoid these wolves easy enough. Oops. I'm gonna go around the corner and check that little cave over there and see if there's by chance any loot worthwhile. Fingers crossed for a bedroll or something. You see now, like, that container didn't show up until I came in here. I wonder if they've switched a little more to streaming environments. I don't know. I'm probably not using the right vernacular for that, but where, like, not every asset's not loaded onto the map all time until you get there. I don't know. Just a thought. Because I noticed that, I think, last episode with the piece of loot just popped up in the middle of the screen suddenly. I don't know. One of you guys could probably answer that. It's not really a question, but tell me if I'm right or wrong. But I cannot. Okay, so he's busy. Let's hope he stays that way. It's always like, that's, anytime you come through this little pass, it's just like, that's what you want to happen. You just like, hopefully the wolf goes for the rabbit. Story's not yet written. And they probably won't take that away from you either. Right? Because that person, from what I understand anyway, paid money for that. And so it's not like if they never submitted their information for it. Alright, it's not like Hinterland just took it away. It just has that text on it. But like, I mean, you've had, 5 or 6 years now. Like, open it up for someone else. I'll throw my lot in on that. I don't really remember how I first came about this game. Like, I don't know if I saw it on Steam or something along those lines. How I discovered it. I definitely had it on PC first. And I had it on PC, and it wasn't long after I started playing it on PC that it did show up on console. And I bought it and have probably primarily played it on console. I mean, definitely in the last couple years, but like even when I was kind of still playing, I don't play on PC much anymore, to be honest. If it's kind of at the point where like if I wanted to kind of get back into PC gaming, I'd pretty much have to get a full-on new rig, and not really looking to dole out the cash for that right now. But even like kind of before that, when they were both available, I think I mostly kind of started playing on console. There's another pot. We don't need it though, really, at this point. What to do. Anything in here? I'm almost like, what is that? Lockbox? Requires memento key. I've never seen that before. Interesting. Where do we find a memento key? I'm really curious. I don't know, like, does that mean we need to really search everything? You know, I've kind of been a little laissez-faire about looting everything. But I don't want to miss a key or anything. Is it in the microwave? And you know what I just remembered? Is they made it a lot darker in here. So we're probably going to have to light our torch just to even get through the dam. We might even consider making another one. Because, yeah, I mean, even in here, I can barely see. Whole lot of nothing so far. Okay. The noises, man. I do enjoy it. It's just crazy how different it is. Yeah, they made it so much darker down here. I can still see. I don't know how it's going to come through for you guys. If it's just way too dark, I apologize, but I can still relatively see. You know, if there was any kind of like halfway hidden items like that hammer was, I would definitely not be able to see it. So it's just like in the middle of that somewhere. This room, I can see in here pretty well. We'll see how it ends up coming out for you guys, and if it's too dark, we'll just basically plan to always start a torch or something going forward. I hit that. Let's get the trash can. Nothing. Okay. Get it? Nope, wrong one. I'm like stuck on the chair. Nothing. I don't think we found anything in this whole room so far. Isn't there... Is it over here? I feel like I missed something. Isn't there usually a toolbox in here somewhere? Did I hit it and just forget that I did it? Yeah, I definitely did it. Okay, sorry guys. It's dark. I'm also forgetting what I've done and what I haven't. What was that? Metal shelf. Hacksaw. Boom. Nice. That's our first cutting tool, so that's an awesome find. And that's I don't recall having found things there in the past, so I think that's a new loot spot as well. I do wish you could use the hacksaw on this. Like you do the shipping crates or the crates that you get out of the Airplane. Okay, this guy's new. We looked at him in the Tales series. And all of this stuff is gone. It's like they moved it from here down here. But we're on Interloper, so we don't get any of that stuff. Alright. Condition's pretty low. But we'll probably just spend the night in the dam or across the road in the trailers. Do we want to climb that? I can't. I'm over encumbered. Okay, we'll call that good for now. Oh boy, I can't see anything right here. Yeah, we need to fire up the torch. Wow, it got dark. Okay. Hello, friend. Or is it maybe just that late in the day that it's this dark? No, it's darker in here. It never used to be remotely close to this dark. And this, like, top portion of the dam. Okay, we have a ton of these aqua purification tablets at this point. I probably won't use any of them. Okay, did I get all of them? No. Where do you find the memento key? It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna really try to avoid Googling it, but I am genuinely curious. Okay, so there should still be... Okay, this room. In this room, there's going to be the safe in the corner. Be nice to get something cool out of that. Sometimes there's good jackets and things in there. I hate doing them, though. Okay, let's call that 35. Gotta be in here. Okay, we'll call that 48. Try to go slow and catch it this first time. So 35, 48. Okay, that was like 33. $35, 48, 32. Okay. No way. No way. Come on. That was pointless. I don't think I've ever gotten stiffed that bad before. Usually there's at least like a flare or something. I'm just flabbergasted at that. I was like, yeah, there's, you know, I think we've pulled like Mackinac jackets out of there before. And I'm like, man, you know, we'll get something good out of this. And we got a book. Not even a book we can read. Okay, we're gonna probably have to make another torch here momentarily. I cannot believe that I spent the time to do that. Burned up my torch. How quickly can I make one if I could avoid burning another match to... Come on. Nah, it's gonna go out. Yeah, okay. Well, that sucks, but it is what it is. Okay. Well, that gives us enough light to at least finish searching this place, so... It's alright. It's locked. Yeah, it's almost nighttime. We lost a lot of condition today, but it's okay. We traveled. Nothing. Okay, let's quickly run upstairs. And then we'll come back down. And I don't think there's a bed anywhere. There might be a bed up here. I can't remember. Where does one find a memento key? I'm going to wonder. That was weird. That one's searchable, but it's like already open. There's some funky things, I will say, that I'm seeing after the update. None of it's like particularly bad, but it's just interesting. From like, you know, you've played a game for so long and then, you know, they've made this underlying change to it. And it just is affecting the little things that you're used to. It's like an interesting phenomenon. Okay, workbench. One thing I didn't check if it was light enough to see in here. I really doubt it, but it's not even really worth it. Alright. Well, if you're not an Interloper player, you don't really mess with it too much. This is the frustration of looting. I'll take that for the leather. You spend a lot of time, especially in high loot places like the dam, where we spend a lot of time going through every little nook and cranny to maybe find, you know, 4 or 5 things. But I mean, so like, do you decide that you're not going to look and give up, you know, anything you might potentially find, or do you spend the time to go through everything? It's kind of a question you have to ask yourself. There's some more gloves. We'll take them. Okay. All right, let's go downstairs, run across the street. I hit all these right. Yep. And we'll go to sleep for the night in one of those. Oh, I didn't hit this desk right by the door. Kind of can't see it when you come in. Okay. We still have that front room, I guess, to search, but are we really going to find anything in here? Look how dark it is in here, too. Crazy. Is there just one drawer there? Nothing. All right, we're gonna make this a quick little run across the courtyard here to the trailers. Wow, I'm too tired to run, but you get the idea. This just feels different. I don't know why. This area feels like maybe the stuff is situated differently. It's probably just my imagination. It's probably because there's a blizzard. Okay. Shouldn't be a wolf. Sometimes, you know, there's a wolf that roams here, but he shouldn't be out right now. But never say never also. Okay, so we can sleep right there. Let's shake this down first, see if there's anything worthwhile in it. It's not looking like it. Nope. Okay, guys. Well, I tell you what. Let's go ahead and call this an episode here. We'll wrap up. I'm pretty much just going to eat and go to bed. We'll wake up tomorrow morning and we'll kind of continue down the tracks. I'd like to get my condition about halfway up again. And once we do that, we'll make it probably to camp office at least next episode and maybe around the immediate area. But I just kind of want to start protecting my condition so that we can head towards Forlorn in as best shape as we can. So that's kind of what I'm planning. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to hit the like button for me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd invite you to go ahead and do that for me as well. And then, of course, guys, any comments you have for me, throw those into the comments section as well. And yep, that is it for me in this one. I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks.